Our fruiting block has been resting for a while, and it is ready to start producing mushrooms. And we know it's ready to start producing mushrooms because under the tape, we can see that it's pushing out at the tape. And so at this point, we're going to go ahead and pull the tape off and see what's underneath here. And we've got mushrooms forming underneath that tape. So we've got the tape off, we've got our instruction sheet that's telling us what to do. Remove the paper tape from the slit. And what we're going to do now is we're going to sort of jump start these mushrooms. We've got our spray bottle with clean water in it, and we are going to mist these mushrooms just a couple times. We're just creating a gentle mist and letting it settle onto them. What we're not doing is spraying them directly because these mushrooms, these developing mushrooms here, they're called primordia or pins. They're very sensitive at this stage. So if you spray them directly, the impact of that water spraying on them could actually damage them and kill them. So if you're going to spray your mushrooms directly, you spray up above and let it settle onto them. And it's important that if you've got an adjustable spray bottle, that you use the finest mist setting that you can use on it. Now, in our case, we are going to set this in a place where it gets good ambient light, but not direct light. And we've got a nice little room here that's the case. It gets good ambient light, but it doesn't get direct sunlight here. So we're going to set it here on this counter. We've got this gorgeous poplar counter that we don't want to have a high humidity, moist environment directly on it. So we're going to use a cutting board. You could also use a cookie sheet or something like that. But we're going to set it on here. We're going to get our humidity tent that came with it. And this humidity tent on one side is open. And that's this side down here. This is basically a bag with holes in it. And I'm going to find that opening. And I'm just going to get it open. And then I'm going to roll a cuff up at the bottom, kind of like if your pants are too long and you're rolling the cuff up on your pants. And what this is doing is, A, it's making it a shorter bag, but more importantly for our purposes, it's creating a nice stable bottom that'll help it sit upright and stay open, okay? So that's what we're doing with this humidity tent. Get that cuff on it, and then once we've got that cuff rolled up on it, the way we're going to maintain humidity is by taking our spray bottle and just spraying inside of it really good. And you can just carry it to the sink if you're worried about overspray or anything, but I'm just going to spray, spray, spray. We're not worried about overspraying. You know, the more water we get to stick to the inside of that tent, the better. Because now, this is going to sit over top of our fruiting block. We're going to set it so that it's away from the front of the fruiting block, so that that fruiting block has space for the mushrooms to grow out. We don't want those mushrooms to be in contact with that water. And over the course of the next however many hours, the moisture inside of that bag is going to evaporate, and it's going to keep that high humidity environment. At the same time, all these holes that are in here are allowing air to transfer back and forth through the bag. So it's getting enough fresh air, but it's also got a high humidity environment, which is what it really needs. But this is it. This is ready to fruit now, and all we're going to do is twice a day, morning and evening. If you happen to be around at lunch and see that the humidity, the moisture is evaporated on the inside, you could do it then too. But twice a day, take the bag off, spray it really good, and set it back on. You don't need to spray the mushrooms directly. Just keep the inside of this tent to where you can see the moisture on it and let it go. And these mushrooms are going to continue to grow over the next few days. For oyster mushrooms, probably 3 or 4 days. For lion's manes, bear's head, coral tooth, it's likely to be a week or more. But you watch them grow and you look for when they're ready to harvest, and then you can find more information about that on the website too, pictures of how to know when it's ready to harvest. But that's it. It's as simple as that. Twice a day, spray it, keep the humidity up, and it does all the work itself.